always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Duke's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. Pulls and fires complete. Makes a man miss. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. He throws into the middle of the field. To the air on second down. He's going to run it. Keeps it and gets past the chains. All out of space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running back searching for a hole. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Oh, better look out! Good blocking, good running, pick up at 6 out to the 30.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sims.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get...
Oh, he's got some space. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He'll set up to throw. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Man, these Notre Dame linebackers are flying around. Remember that game that Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah had against Clemson? This guy could be in for that kind of night.
Yeah, and when you can do...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Punts it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wide out, time to get it in. And to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
They try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting it.
Turning it on. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Quick spin on the run. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Volunteers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's back. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Duke. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Grabbed in the middle. It's back. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Irish needing just inches for the 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go to the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. There he goes. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing
looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. It's April.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO flick. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And the defense picks up the sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's back. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to beat.
Breaks into the open. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He wants to change this route. Wants to keep it in the air. Going for it all. that latest touchdown pass might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Averill. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Making side adjustments here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to make magic up. Oh, he's got some space. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back. On the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get up.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the left. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Finds his big tight end. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take shots? That one just missed, but I would not be shocked if they find that guy again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This is a designed run. Runs through the tackle. Quarterback gets the first down and more. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Irish! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City. They're up by 21 over Wake Forest. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. He's got it at the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense gets set for second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. Lining up to add another.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Moving away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Fighting off the defender. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Under fire. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chubb. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Turning it on! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And I think Steve, you're the head coach. Defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Under fire. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's chopped. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Flawletta. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Taking it the other way.
And then we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. It's Pater late in the game.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Troy has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 19 over Old Dominion. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's reeled in. It's Pena. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's April. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it on the run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Trying to get it to the marker. He is stopped short on the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And back to the air on 2nd down.
Quarterback is chased and sacked. A loss of 13 on the play. Brings up.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Military stunt. Okay, ready? Hey, travel.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.